Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and we are back with more Vintage Story. This is the Hardcore Vegetarian Challenge, that's right. The full playlist for the series is linked down in the description for you, so check that out. And especially for the most recent episodes, there have been a lot of changes, that's right. And I have made another big change, okay? So I did hear the comments, as you can see, the world is a bit quieter. It's a lot emptier, so many people objected to the dinosaurs, unfortunately, so I did go ahead and take them out. All 14 of the dinosaur mods have been safely removed with no ill effects, so that's one good thing, and, you know, definitely makes the challenge a bit easier, but then again, we still have the Stone Age mods, including the Big Cats mod, so, and we did see one of them around here in a recent episode running under the feet of the dinosaurs, but I think what we'll do is we'll continue with the plan we had initially stated to build the sailboat, which you can just barely see the tip of it. We've still got like 4 or 5 stages to go, so we're going to check on our flax this morning. Let's head right on over there and take a look. This is basically the only thing we're waiting on, I think. I've built a few sailboats in my time, and I believe that the ropes and the flax are going to be the bottleneck for us, but, well, to be quite honest, once this flax does finally grow, I think we'll have enough, and ropes aren't really that bad. I'll just use, instead of using our precious papyrus, I'll use some vines. I always prefer to use vines for rope. Oh, look! The first mature flax, there it is, that we've actually cultivated ourselves. Well, 8 fibers is a good start. It's definitely not going to be enough, though. You know what, I should have a stack of dirt on my hand, just in case a big cat comes creeping up, but, well, that's a good sign. Yeah, and we can see there are plenty others that are actually 8 of 9, so I have a feeling it won't be, won't be too much longer before we're ready to set sail, but of course we'll go through all the stages together, and right now, yeah, I think we're just killing a bit of time. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll need to be checking this on a daily basis. I can tell, I think some of this is literally maturing as we're sitting here talking. Yeah, I might check this again in the evening too, so, alright, and I probably should cut that papyrus down. Yeah, let me just do that right now. I've actually got a stone knife in my hand, which I'd like to go ahead and break, because I do have a beautiful tin bronze knife just waiting on me. And that's right, if you are new, or if you've missed the previous couple episodes, we hit a huge strike of tin. And of course, we've got a bit of copper sitting around too, so bronze is not an issue for us, but we still haven't found any good source of hematite or magnetite, despite, you know, a couple promising readings here and there. But either way, I'm not going to give up, and like I said, the journey is still on track, so we're gonna set sail and probably try and find another location for a base. Not that I don't love this spot, you know, but there's always better out there. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So let's get things started today. All right, well, came away with a pretty decent crop of grain here. That's good. I've got some soybean vegetable stew already made up, and we got a little bit of water boiled, so I'm trying to keep up with the basic necessities, obviously. But let's put our seeds away. Not there. Right there. I think we do have enough of the fibers to work on the next step of the sailboat, so, you know, I can't remember what the plum and square is, what the recipe is. Okay, there it is. Boom, got it. So it's very simple, yeah, very simple recipe, but let's pull up our thing here. Why can't I move this? There we go. All right, so, yeah, we just need 2 of them. Might as well go ahead and make the rest, though. And let me grab some sticks and some rock. All right, there we go. Just a couple of these. The plum and the square too, I know from my multiplayer server, is also an item you'll use to actually be able to lock doors and chests with. First you have to use the plum and square on it, and then you apply a lock to it. But that's just a side note for anybody curious about multiplayer stuff. Alright, we've got our plum and squares. I'll put this away. Actually, let's just grab it and go. Can we jump over the fence? Yay, we're free. But, oh crap, I have my dirt on my hand. Gotta make sure to keep that. Always a high priority. It's a good habit, but, let's just see what we need in addition to the plum in the square. And I've got some firewood, some planks here, so already forgotten. If we missing boards, it says. Okay, so it's got to be the same type, which we have here. Oak, excellent. Boom, there we go. So we used it. Now the next one is 20 more. We can see thanks to that little tooltip right there. And we've got it. So we'll just right click, 24 more. I've got plenty more oak too back at the place. So if I need to, it takes a lot of planks. Yeah, we're going to need more planks, aren't we? Yep, definitely. All right, I'll jump over there and grab them. All right, we are back. Got the dirt in hand, just looking around. What's that? Oh, there's something just submerged as soon as I looked over there. It shouldn't be a dinosaur, but it could be an aquatic creature. Like, I don't think there's any hostile stuff. What was that? It was the Loch Ness Monster or something. I swear I saw something duck beneath the waves. There are turtles, dolphins, manatee, and was there another aquatic that I installed? I can't remember. I did go pretty heavy on those Stone Age mods. I love those. Oh, there's a horse over there. Okay. All right, I'm getting distracted here by the wildlife, but that's easy to do. I'll just have to sit here and watch the waves later. There it is. I think it's the fish, or like, maybe there's flying fish out there. I don't know. It also kind of looked like a deer that time, but okay, anyway. Let's add more of this. I also brought some more logs. Oh my god, there's a lot of boards needed. Makes sense though, you know. All right. Really? Wait, what? So, but do I literally need it like in my hotbar? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so what's the next thing? I can't see that. Oh, it's beams. Oh, we need beams. That's right. So, wait, is that what it is? I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, it says missing 14 support beams. Okay. So, if I recall, the beam recipe calls for not that. Oh, I think we need the hammer. Yeah, I think it's hammer, axe. Yep. And then from the stripped, we make the beam itself. So, all right, let's run back to the house and grab the hammer. Okay, still watching the waves, but anyway, I went and did the run here real quick. So let's whip this up. I don't remember how many a single log will make, but we'll find out real quick. Let's see, so debarked. I think it's just 1 for 1. Okay, yeah. So we need, obviously, 14 of them. There we go. And let's put that in with the saw. I still have the saw in my inventory. There we go. Oh, this does make 3. Oh, it shows it right there. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's my bad. No worries. We'll just, I'll just make them all, actually. We don't need them because I did turn off cave-ins for this world, only because my last challenge run I died from a cave-in, but we'll keep them. Maybe we'll use that for like detailing or something in the future once we finally settle down. So I assume what? Do I need these in the hotbar too for it to work? Probably. Okay, and we've got that. Oh, I'm actually short. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. We'll just use the rest of this. Yeah, I need to write this down. I'm sure it's on the wiki, you know, exactly the number of these. Would have been smart to, you know, pre-prepare it, but I'm not going to all that trouble. It's like people who prep their meals ahead of time. I've always been wanted to be that kind of person, but I have never been at. Oh, 17 rope. Okay, well, we'll leave everything here in terms of the wood. I'll take the tools home, but yeah, I'll stack off these in case we need a bit more. And of course, don't forget, we are going to be basically moving shop, so everything important will get loaded up onto this sailboat eventually. So that's why I've got like my baskets of seeds are sitting here just waiting in preparation. So hopefully we can fit everything right inside there, but it's looking good, isn't it? Oh yeah, we're getting close. So I think what I'll do, I was going to say head into the jungle and get some vines. You know, it's still our best bet. Maybe not. You know what? I did just harvest a bunch of that papyrus. Let's use that. That way, maybe I can save some space in my future inventory in the boat by just actually using up this papyrus. And, because I don't have much in the way of vines left over there. Yeah, let's do it. We've already got it on hand, so 17 rope. I might not even have enough for that. See, 64 plus another 14. We'll grab everything. I'm definitely not going to be using flax for it. Okay, we're 5 short. It's not that bad. Actually, wait, we can still get more, can't we? No. Okay, so yeah, we got one more. All right, so we're 4 short, and who knows? I might need more than that, but I guess I could always look it up. Either way, I might head out into the jungle. It can be treacherous over there, but actually, you know what? No, I see some vines right over there, so that's where we'll head. Let's grab the vines we've got here, because I don't really need that many. All right, let's see if we can survive this little trip up the hill. I know that the cats can spawn here in these chunks, so we've got to be careful. Bring our dirt with us. Don't fall down in any pits. Okay, let's check the fruit tree over here too. How's it doing? I think it needs to go through a full year. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, a dead boar. Oh, you're kidding me. What killed it? Killed by another creature. Huh. Wow, that's kind of scary now, isn't it? What do we do? Oh. I mean, obviously we butcher it. Do we get a skin? I have not got a single pelt from a creature that we've discovered, like a carcass, so far. Well, I mean, that'll go towards rot. I did get a piece of fat, though. I mean, I guess that's helpful, but considering we've got the, plant-based fat mod, it's not that super helpful. All right, either way, this should be, hopefully, a quick and easy trip. Let's take a look. The horses are guarding our flanks over here, so, yeah. This big oak, I think that's what that is, probably has enough vines on it. Let's just get to the top of the hill, take a look around. Okay, dirt is in hand. If the coast is clear, I'll just go ahead and grab this real quick. I think we're fine. Yeah, like I said, I'm nervous about the cats, and I'm just trying to play it like it's still extremely dangerous, you know? Heck, with only one life, it is extremely dangerous out here. Well, it's getting late in the evening. I was able to come up with 17 ropes, and I grabbed some extra wild vines too, just in case, but we have to stay on top of the water situation. I finished off all 4 of our jugs. I could do a whole bunch more jugs, but like I said, trying to keep the inventory stuff light. I know already there's going to be a bunch of stuff I have to leave behind, most likely, but hopefully it'll just be the unimportant things like the cow skulls that I brought around here. But all right, so I've been placing boiled water there. I'm actually really looking forward to settling down now too, because we can get into more water stuff. Oh no. I think my trees are burning over here. Oh no, the breadfruit's gonna burn. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Should I chop them down maybe? Actually, I don't know. Kind of looks like the fire's moving in that direction. Is our stuff going to be okay? I think it's going to be fine. I think we lucked out, but wow, that's actually kind of scary. You know what I need to do? Well, these will most likely get chopped down anyway and brought with us, whatever cuttings we can get. But in the future, what I should do is surround it with packed earth, or rammed earth, or packed dirt, I should say. Yeah, just replace the ground around it. In fact, it doesn't actually need to be planted on soil. I could put like gravel there or sand, and the trees can still sprout. The fruit trees, at least, can still sprout. I actually think regular trees can sprout like that as well. But all right, it's getting pretty dark out here. Did the fire? It's still spreading. We might lose one of the trees there, whatever it's called, but not to worry, it's not a big deal. All right, well, it's too dark to go work on the sailboat. It's nice and warm and cozy in here, though, and we got some boiled water. So, like I said, I'll go ahead and continue to work on this, but in the morning, first thing, we're going to get this sailboat, the next stage at least, and to be honest, I think we're pretty close. Yeah, once we get that last crop of flax there, it's going to be on. Good morning, everybody. Looks like our fruit trees made it through the night. Yeah, the fire didn't touch them, but we're ready to continue work on the sailboat. Look at that. Man, oh man, I tell you, it continues to thunder and lightning, though. It's crazy. We do have common rainfall, but I think lightning storms are more frequent than the rainfall itself. Either way, we definitely want to get over here and check our flax. I didn't check it last night like I said I would, so hopefully this morning we've got a bunch to get harvested. Okay, the cactus just scared me. I thought the cactus was like a cat or something. But look at that. Hey, we're getting some awesome fruit. Yeah, these actually have healing properties. 1 HP on them. Very nice. Did you see that lightning? Alright, anyway, so let's check it. Yes. Oh, 8 of 9. Darn it. My eyes deceived me. I thought it was ready. Well, there's some. I don't know just how many sails we need, obviously offhand, but I'm assuming what we've got planted here will... Ooh, okay, the sunflower just scared me. Whew, I'm on my toes here, people. Alright, let's grab that. Is the peanut ready? No, peanuts grow slow. Yeah, I haven't even bothered to plant any of the pineapple seeds that we found either. We'll get those once we get a permanent garden, but... yeah, the more I talk about it, the more anxious I am to get up and start sailing. Look at some new areas, see some new sights. But, alright, I think the flax is good for this morning. Let's head over there to the ocean, start working on the sailboat. Okay, here we are, back at the boat. 17 ropes. Boom. Oh boy, another 10 of them. I don't think I have that many. Dang, 1 rope short. Oh, but now is for the sail, so 21 squares of linen, too. I wonder, I think that might be the last stage or one of the final stages. I shouldn't jump to any conclusions, but, alright, let's take everything back home, because now we just play that waiting game. Because the flax, what was it, 10 flax squares? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it's 10 rope, 21 flax squares. I'm glad I double checked that, because I would have walked over here with 10 squares and been very disappointed. 21's quite a bit. I know that I have 1 already, and of course we've got a little bit of flax that we've already harvested. Let's just see if we can, what we've got. Okay, there's the 1. There's a little bit of that. Boom. Okay, got 39. There's that. Wait, we've got enough for 1 more. Okay, and what are we looking at? Oh, 5 squares. Wow. Wow. Maybe I don't have enough planted now. I mean, if we do, it's going to be real close. Probably going to come right down to it. Oh, boy. Almost feel like, you know what? We need to go get some more planted, just in case. Yeah, now that I'm seeing this, All right, I've only got 10 here. Well, I'll take those 10 over. There's definitely, I've got like a full stack of flax seeds down by the boat. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make that a priority just in case. I mean, if we have to sit here for another, what, season essentially and wait for the flax to grow, it's just what we'll have to do. But, you know, we'll make the most of it, do some exploring. We'll definitely make it a mission to find hematite if that happens. Oh, there's more bones over there. What? What killed this thing? You know, it's probably a freaking lightning strike. Elephant carcass? No way. I can't even destroy. Huh. Can't destroy the bones. That's interesting. Well, I guess we know that the elephants spawn too. That's unfortunate because the elephant would have given us, like, yeah, a hide instead of a pelt, and that would not have gone bad, but dang it. Oh well, that's one thing we can do if we need to, like, kill more time, is just search around, look for carcasses. Yeah, because leather's going to be a big issue, but it's not going to be impossible, no doubt about it. Well, I'm out in the savannah, just taking a little walk around. Haven't found anything interesting except for, oh, what's that? Looks like there's some copper right here. Super close to home. Yeah, remember previous episodes, I traveled all over looking for copper everywhere. I knew I would eventually find some, like, right close to our base, but, well, that's okay. We'll come back for it. Yeah. I don't know. Should I do the digging? My food and water? How we doing here? I think I'll probably come back for it. We've got some copper back home, too. You know, on second thought, maybe I should just grab it now. I did go ahead and plant all the flax, so we've got a full farm of flax once more. I'm seriously hoping we don't have to wait, though, another full season like that. But like I said, it's not a big deal if we do. We'll just make the most out of it. And maybe we can just use our raft to sail around, at least, you know, scout out a new base location. Then once the sailboat is done, we can just kind of use that to transport all our stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't want to assume too much about... Oh, I did find another skeleton out there. Didn't have anything good on it, but all right, I'll go ahead and get this. I think I've made up my mind. Yeah, we'll dig up this copper, take it home. For now, at least, it won't do any harm sitting in our chest. Look at it. What do we got here? Medium, quality medium. Okay. And I'll go ahead and blaze through this and show you how many chunks we end up with once it's all done. I ended up with 63 chunks of copper, too. Look at that, one shy of a full stack, but that's still pretty darn good. And yeah, our goats are over here. I almost called them sheep. Sorry, goats. They're goats. Yeah, sheep are different. Sheep won't run away from you. They're not necessarily tame. They're just a bit more calm. Goats are a little bit trickier, but either way, they're still safe and sound over here. Of course, I guess I could return here once we're ready to start domestication. If we, set up a base not too far away, we'll see. Maybe we can just find some more goats in that new location. Wow. Jeez Louise, I didn't realize how big of an opening this is here. Whoa. I thought that was a ladder for a second. I saw those regular horizontals. Man, I kind of want to go down there. Ooh, that's cute. That's enticing. The bad thing, though, is the readings. I haven't taken any... Let's take a reading. Yeah, I've got plenty of dirt to get out of here. We can't really explore it properly because I don't have much water on me. But wait, let me make sure it's set. Yeah, we can at least take a sample, but the readings I've been getting in this part of the world here over by the savannah have been really junky. Not good. All right, maybe one like right there. I think that'll be good. Okay, Porcasidaria, we don't need minuscule amounts of chromite, but minuscule is not enough of a reading to actually take it seriously. If I was earnestly looking for chromite and I got that reading, I would be happy, you know, because it indicates, you know, there might be some close by, but we would definitely need to take more samples and hope to get a better reading. But we're not really interested in chromite. That is what you would need to get the final stage of backpack, as far as I understand it, though. That's chromites, a few other things too, but so chromite is useful, especially for those people who like a lot of backpack space, and who doesn't. Oh my god, the lightning's over here trying to kill my fruit trees again. I did dig out a bit of them. Where'd they go? Oh, they're over here. Yeah, I dug out the dirt. Instead of actually putting down rammed earth or packed dirt, I just kind of dug it out. I didn't want to spend all day building up a bunch of dirt, especially in an area that we're going to abandon eventually. But yeah, I think this will keep them. Actually, this right here, you know, now that I think about it, this is not going to work, because the fire will still spread on this grass to here. So yeah, I guess I need to bite the bullet and just go ahead and make some packed earth. Whatever, that'll work. Yeah, this stuff will prevent the grass from growing, and we need, as I understand it, 2 blocks. A good yeah, because if there was fire like right here, it could jump to the tree. But I think if it's 3 spaces away, it can't make the jump. But either way, I'll probably just do an extra row. Oh, but I'm starting to dehydrate. Oh boy. You know what the mod says, hydrate or dihydrate. So, but luckily we've got like 9 liters of water back home. All right, it ain't perfect, but oh my god, this lightning is crazy. I think the world took offense to the fact that I removed the dinosaurs, and so it's trying to punish me with a lightning strike. I actually feel kind of sluggish too. Feels like I'm moving at a slower rate. Maybe because we're dehydrating. It's interesting. I don't know if that's actually true, but dude, was that another lightning strike right there? Yeah, look, there's the particles. That must have been what killed that elephant. What is it they say? Lightning never strikes the same place twice. Well, okay, those are both empty. Tell me we do. Yeah, we've got some fresh water. Nothing like a cool drink of boiled fresh water after a long hike. Oh, it's pretty too. That is nice. The clouds, the sky look great after the new update. The darn lightning, though, is a curse on this land. Pretty bad rain out here today, but you can see most of the garden now is dedicated to new flax, just in case. But I've gone through... that I heard something. I've gone through and harvested most of the stuff. I think everything is good now. Well, some of it is literally maturing as I speak, but alright, let's get back to the house. Starting to get a little paranoid. I don't think I should have planted those bamboos so close. That stuff grows like crazy. You know, I'm pretty sure bamboo is technically a grass. It's not a tree, and I'm fairly certain it's the fastest growing grass on the planet. Oops, I just picked up all the blocks I threw out earlier. Alright, well anyway, here we go. Let's just step inside where it's a little bit comfy, nice and dry, and we'll take a look. See, I have a couple of stacks here. Alright, that's a decent amount of flax. Boom, 32 plus 4. Oh, 13. Plus 1 more, 14. Getting close, getting close. I don't know, there's about a dozen or more, you know, plots that are still ready to mature here in a day or two. So we might, like I said, get it, but it's going to be extremely close if we do. So let me drop off a few things, and then I should neglect the rope either, because we are 1 short of rope. So I should probably go back up to the oak. Yeah, let's warp over there real quick and grab some more vines. Hopefully it's safe. Well, the horses and antelopes sure are plentiful around here, but either way, that's not exactly the reason we came. Still look at the wildlife, but you know what? I think I want to take a sample here too. That pit might be a good opportunity Actually, I think most of this vine is going to fall in the pit. Alright, so, yeah, that was not good. Let's get this one. I want to get a sample from the pit, but I don't want to fall all the way into it. Okay, so that should be enough. Perfect. Beautiful. That's 10. Let's get these cut up real quick. Have something to munch on while we chit-chat. But, yeah, I haven't really taken any true readings here. Maybe, like, this part of the coast could be interesting. Yeah, what we're really looking for, of course, is hematite. That would be ideal, but... yeah, there's my vines. Let me go a little bit closer to the coast, actually. We're in a pretty hilly area, but we can just cut right into some of this dirt here. Yeah, let's take a sample, see what we've got. I am, you know, anticipating maybe having to stick around the area for a little bit longer, but hopefully it won't take that. Let's see. All right, 2 more samples. This will probably be good. And then we'll kind of dig into the hill here a little bit perpendicular. We'll take a sample from right here. Perfect. Okay. Porcosiderite, bismuth. Yeah, the minuscule hematite. I mean, there's definitely better readings of hematite and magnetite, but not a lot better. I'll tell you that. Wow, look at all the different minerals in that list. There's some halite, too. I don't know. It might be better to get in the raft and kind of just travel the coast if that's what I want to do, you know, is take some more samples. Right now, I'm going to wait around and try and get the sailboat finished as soon as possible. But, yeah, if we do have to stick around, we might just do some rafting because that'll be safer than traipsing through the jungle where the visibility is just so low. I mean, even if I didn't install a single, you know, animal mod, the bears alone, despite the fact that sun bears and pandas are relatively neutral, I mean, if you get too close, I'm sure they'll probably attack. So, inside of a jungle, that's a very real possibility. So, oh my god, the lightning. Let's, actually, a couple hours have gone by. Yeah, let's just head over here. I'm really anxious to get these last few squares of linen. And I am super nervous that we're not going to have enough, but let's see. I mean, we can see, like I said, about a dozen or more. So, oh, there's another one. Okay, let's just find out. We'll have to speed up time here a little bit, but I'll go ahead and cut to the last of the harvest, I think. Good news and bad news, everybody. Well, I think we've got enough. In fact, I know that we do. There's a few, unripened ones, but they must be real close. I've been coming back here for a couple of days now, just collecting, and like I said, we've got the amount we need, but the bad news is I'm hearing a big cat, and I don't see it. So I'm a little bit nervous right now, but I'm sitting up here on my pillar of dirt, obviously. I think we're okay, so let's tower down and make our way over to the boat. Yeah, because I'm really hoping we're on the final stages of constructing this thing, but let's make sure to put that dirt back in our hand. I don't know. That cat noise, too, is dead on. It's such a scary noise. I don't think we can go that way. Yeah, it's a real, like, I don't know. Have you ever been to the zoo and seen, like, an actual panther? It really sounds like that, but, alright, here we are. It's quiet on this side of the island. No rain over here. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, the Loch Ness Monster turns out to be a deer stranded in the water. We've solved the mystery, folks. Alright, let's put all that away. Grab the rope and the sail. Bam. Oh, it's ready. Yeah, it says launch. Let's do it. No reason to sit here and wait. Hey, hey, hey. Uh-oh. For real? Are you serious? What happened? Wait, where's the... I didn't do anything. Wait, it says sailboat under construction now. What? Sailboat under construction. Wait, so I need firewood and logs? Is it telling me to start over again? Is that what's happening? Okay. Yeah, I think I was looking at the tools. Okay. Weird. Yeah, definitely glitched out there. Oh, it's moving. It moved a little bit when I got on it. Okay, I think I was actually in the wrong seat, maybe. I can't really get it out of here. Well, one thing we can do, I can dig it out, almost certainly. Because I've had issues like this before, getting stuck in like canals and stuff. So, yeah, let me spend a bit of time here trying to free it. It's probably just a couple of blocks that it's caught up on, but either way, I hope nothing bites me while I'm trying to free our sailboat here. Now that do the trick. Almost. Oh, I'm going to feel it. We're almost liberated. I think it might be these blocks right here. What? Okay, can't dig anymore. Well, that's weird. It won't let me dig this block. So, see, it says it's red there. Huh. Interesting. Wonder what that is. Come on, get me out of there. Oh, we've done it. I think. Yeah, okay. Well, for the second time, we have officially launched the boat. There it is. We have it, people. Woohoo. Okay, now let's line it up here right next to the shore so it doesn't get stuck again. And yeah, now it's time to go grab some chests and start loading this baby up too. Oh boy. Now that I see it too and realize just how few spots we have. What is it, 8? Yeah, we've got 8 spots. Like I said, I think we'll have to leave a few things behind, but let's just go through and see what we can salvage. Well, the place is pretty cleared out. As you can see, I've got all the vessels. The bed's going to stay because I have a bed with me in the boat, but I'm going to come back and boil up some full jugs of water before we actually set out. But you can see my inventory is full, so let's go to the boat. I'm leaving the barrels behind. They don't stack, and it just takes a few sticks and some planks, so that's not a big deal, but yeah, this has been like my 12th trip back and forth, but that's okay. It's not a long walk. I just have to make sure to constantly be on the alert. I'm convinced there are big cats around here, but here we go. This is what we're working with. And of course, we got the one vessel with our food in it. Yeah, so that's pretty good amount of grain and stuff. Should be able to stop and make plenty of porridge as needed, but this is like my last chest, and as you can see, since I'm actually storing up some firewood, it's been pretty good. Yeah, I didn't have to leave too much behind. Really what you saw sitting on the ground back there was like some extra clay and just a few things totally replaceable, like bamboo and whatever else we've collected, but all the really important stuff is here with us. So yeah, the metal, the seeds, my crock pots, it's all here. Everything we've accumulated up to this point, and few extras too. Oh, and the dragon egg too, very important. Don't worry, as soon as we find a place to settle down, I'm going to make a little fenced-in area, and we're immediately going to hatch the dragon egg. I think that'll actually be a lot of fun. Well, obviously, it'll be fun to fly around on a dragon, but in addition, you know, we'll be above the danger at that point, so it should make traveling much easier. And hey, who knows, maybe we can even add in 1 or 2 more of the dinosaur mods at that point. But no, I won't push it with those. I know we had, like I said, a few commenters who didn't enjoy it. I'm sure there were other people who probably didn't comment who also didn't like the dinos, but I do appreciate your feedback, and of course you guys all did it in a very respectful way. Nobody, you know, cursed at me or anything funny like that. But so once again, I do appreciate you guys, and I respect your wishes too, you know. So we will go without the dinosaurs here. Don't count on future challenges to be without dinos, though. In other words, I will be using those mods again in the future, but oh boy, like I said, I'm just going to brew up a little bit of boiled water, And then at the start of the next episode, we are going to be setting out on our sailing adventure, trying to find a new base somewhere in an unloaded chunk. We'll probably start over here because there's a lot of little intriguing juts of land here that we could explore. So thank you everybody for hanging out with me here again today. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.